In terms of getting your employees back to work, you've said employees can stay home through the end of the year, and you're going to completely redesign offices to be digital first. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so it's a bit more sweeping even than that. I think I do think we are seeing the end of office centricity. It used to be that the office was a place where work is being done, and being remote really meant you are like using some digital crutch to be basically in the office so that you can get work done. I think what COVID is going to accelerate is something which would have happened anyways, but would have happened many years from now, which is that really everyone rearranges their understanding of that at least for the companies that can do it, all the work is really digital by default. I think so we will not, like we expect that the majority of people will work from home and home offices in the future. We also expect
So what percentage of people would still be in the office on a regular basis?
I would say it's 20-25%, something like
really?
This. I think that there's a lot of, I come across a lot of people who say, I can't wait for this whole thing to be over because I really would like to go back to the office. I don't think there's a going back to the office the way we had. I think we will go back to something different, potentially better in some ways, and potentially in some instances also worse than it might have been. And I think the first time, if you would all wake up tomorrow and saying, okay, this is back to normal time, I think we would get basically as far as the elevator banks to say, it doesn't feel right. And so I don't actually think that the demand will be there to go back in the way that that people might expect. So what we will do, like for instance, one of the rules is going to be that for our meetings, if anyone is remote, which is probably all of them, it means that we would like everyone to be in their own tile in the Zoom call or the Google Meet or something like this. That alone is going to have significant impact on the floor plans of offices. Like we are going to we're going to keep our offices closed for the next little while and actually rederive floor plans, just like all our other plans we are rederiving for the coming times.
By their own tile. By their own tile, do you mean their own cubicle? Their own? What do you mean by that?
I mean in their own little window. So just like we are
yeah.
Now, instead of there being a room which has 6 people in and some people are remoting in, we would like everyone to be in their own tile on the screen. And that means that the offices have to change. It's suddenly like an open floor plan or pods or whatever are no longer the kinds of things that are going to be helpful. And I think it's important to important to adjust to new realities as quickly as we can.
So would you be comfortable saying your employees can work from home forever if they want to? Jack Dorsey has basically said that at Twitter.
Yes, absolutely.
And you're not at all concerned about a negative impact on productivity or team building or morale?
I mean, it's going to be different, and there's going to be it's going to work better for some people, and it's going to be worse for some other people, and there's going to be a lot of learning to be done. I mean, this version we are doing, we're not really doing a digital by default. We don't have carefully designed digitally by default companies yet. We are all very, very bad versions of what that might end up looking like in the future. Right now, it will never be as bad. The tools will get significantly better, and the norms and the principles will evolve around these ideas. I don't think we have much of a choice. I don't think, again, there just isn't any choice to wake up like in a couple of weeks and just go back to the office the way they were. I think the people who will try to do this will figure out very quickly that that's not a good strategy. And so I think the choice is really, are we passengers on this tidal wave of change, or do we jump in a driver's seat and just embrace it and try to figure out how to build a global world-class company by not getting together that often?